What's going on, y'all? How y'all doing? It is me, Charles. Now, I'm not here for another food review. I'm not here for another movie review or anything like that. I'm just here to talk to y'all. Because over this past week, a lot of people has been dying this past week. And when I say a lot, I mean a lot. And I'm not going to go through all of the deaths that have been happening, but I've come to propose a question. Can you separate the artist and what they did from the person itself? Right? Because individually, people are nice people. Individually, people are good people. Individually, people are some cool looking folks. But could you separate what they said publicly? Could you separate that and say, you know what? It's sad that they died, right? Naturally, it's sad that when someone dies, naturally, right? But the biggest problem is that they said some stuff that might have been degrading. And I'm not talking about the guy who just recently died where everybody was having a vigil for. I'm not talking about that guy. But there are people who have said some stuff that was like, that's a little borderline on the R word. You understand what I'm saying? Racist. But can you separate that art from who that person really was? Because probably, I don't know, but probably that person was probably a good person. That person was probably a nice person. That person was probably, wow, this person is the best person I have ever encountered in my life. But am I going to forget what they did? Am I going to forget how they made me feel, right? And yes, these are all just superstars, right? They're all normal people. It's almost like this, right? And I hate to say it like this, though. But it's almost like this. Someone in your family, right? They have said some stuff or done some stuff that was hurtful to you. Can you forget them? Can you forget what they said? Probably not, right? Probably not. But that's what it comes down to. Can we say that what this person did, or how this person made you feel, say, you know what? I can separate that and celebrate them as an individual. It is almost like when players, right? When baseball players, when they were known for taking those performance enhanced drugs, right? What did the people do? They didn't say, wow, you know what? This person probably has talent. This person is probably really good. This person is probably one of the best players. But the only thing is that he decided to take a drug to enhance his playing. Could we forget that? Could we say, you know what? I mean, it's okay. He still deserves the 749, 50 home runs. He still deserves to be in that category. No. They said, because you've done this, we've got to take you out the Hall of Fame. Because we've done this, we got to scratch off your record. Because you've done this certain thing, we can no longer accept who you are as a person. Because you've done this. Now, I'm not saying that we're going to just hate on a person because of what they've done. I'm only proposing a question. Is it possible, excuse excuse me, is it possible to separate what this person said and did to really say rest in peace to this person? And yeah, this person, like I said, on the surface, he might be a good person. But can you do that for yourself? Can you personally, physically say that I could separate the art with the personal life? Because of course, you know, when someone's on stage, right? When it's an actor or a wrestler or something like that, right? Of course, when they get on stage, they're a whole different type of person. As opposed as when they're not on stage, they're no longer that type of individual, but yet they're a human like you and I, right? So it should be different, right? Because it should be separated, right? Let's talk about Charlie Kirk, right? Now, I have seen a lot of, I've seen some of his stuff. I mean, I don't really have a problem with some of his stuff. You say what you say, that's it. Like, there's some times where I'm like, I don't think you should have said that. But there's sometimes I'm like, am I really offended? Does it hurt me? Do I feel belittled? What do I feel? I feel nothing. So I'm like, it's okay. Don't put no money in my pocket. Doesn't take no money out of my pocket. I'm fine. But anyway, so lately, this week, right? This week, I will tell y'all, I have seen so many Charlie Kirk clips that I've ever seen in my entire life of Charlie Kirk. And one thing I also realized too, he's younger than me. He's only 31 years old, y'all. 31 years old. And to be as smart, to be that eloquent, I guess you could say, it's crazy. He's only 31 years old. And I don't know where his life was headed. We don't know where his life was headed. All we know is that the Lord has called him home. And sorry to say that, y'all. The Lord has called him home, okay? Now, there's a lot of times you're going to say, oh, well, was it really God? Or was it this? Or was it that? We don't know. But when we get to heaven, if you make it there, if I make it there, we can look around and be like, I'm looking for Charlie Kirk. Where's Charlie Kirk at? Where's Charlie Kirk? Because I'm trying to figure out if he's here or not. You can do that when you get to heaven, but I guarantee you, when you get to heaven, you ain't gonna remember. You gonna be like, Charlie who? Charlie me. You know, like, you're not gonna remember. So it's just gonna be like something that's just, dude, it is what it is, man. But I will say though, in today's times, you have to set the right footprint for your life, for those that you are surrounded, for those that you come into contact with. You gotta set that right footprint. Whatever it is for your life, set that footprint for your life. But like I said, life is crazy. It's crazy. No one knows when you're going to die. You could get into a car accident, bam. You could cross the street, bam. You could be walking along some field and bam, you're a goner. I don't know why you're walking across a field. But when the God calls you home, God's going to call you home. It's sad that his life was taken so early from him. But you also don't know a lot of things that he could have avoided by the Lord calling him home. Anyway, I'll see y'all next time, man. Oh man, rest in peace, Charlie Kirk.